start to smell this very deep. So this is a very deep, intense perfume actually. I really smell the cherry Coca-Cola Coke scent. It has something like that actually. Let's spray this one. Yeah, it's a little bit soapy on the opening. I think the aldehyde is not listed on this perfume. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you today for another perfume review. And for new subscriber here, I'm Alice and I review every week chic, iconic, classy, elegant perfume. Some of them are raw, vintage and exclusive. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to leave a comment. This is the first day of fall season and in this video I'm going to show you a few perfume I love to wear during the fall season. Usually I switch my perfume depending on the season. Of course I have some signature perfume that I wear all year, but I like to switch. I like to switch depending on the season. And yes, during the autumn I like to wear very warm, spicy perfume, coriander, ginger, a little bit woodsy, livery perfume. So in this video I'm going to show you the most classic, iconic, chic, elegant perfume to wear during the fall season. I'm so excited, so let's start this review. Okay, the first one is also one of the most iconic perfume in this category. This is a very spicy coriander perfume, light, fresh. It's a light green fresh perfume but super spicy with the coriander. I love this perfume and I also used to wear this one a few years ago during the fall season. So I'm going to show you Coriandre by Jean Couturier. I first discovered this perfume in San Francisco 7 years ago at Jacqueline Perfumery, and yeah, I remember I bought this perfume at Jacqueline Perfumery, and when I came back to Paris I used to wear this perfume in September. I think this is the perfect fall perfume. It's green, it's fresh, it's light. Yeah, it's a very bright perfume but with a strong coriander, very spicy perfume. Yeah, it smells angelica, it smells also aldehyde on the opening. You're gonna smell also something a little bit woodsy, ambery, more woodsy on the base with the sandalwood, a lot of vetiver also, very vetiver perfume. So let's start to smell this perfume and enjoy this one on my skin. Yeah, it's very light. So it's very light, it's very fresh. Yeah, and I really smell the vetiver and the coriander, so I love this perfume. It's also a unisex perfume, very unisex, so man or woman, it doesn't really bother because it's not sweet, it's not sugary, it's a little bit floral. It's a little bit floral, but it's very green and aromatic with the angelica. I think there is rose in this perfume, but it adds a very delicate, soft sweetness. But this perfume is green, very much green and aromatic with a lot of spiciness with the coriander. And also I find it's a perfect fall perfume also for a rainy day actually, because it's light, it's fresh, it brings also some lightness, some freshness also. I really enjoy this perfume during the fall season here in Paris. So the sillage is also pretty strong sillage for a green aromatic perfume. I think it's because of the woodsy base, which is super intense with the sandalwood, the vetiver, the oak moss. It's mossy, it's woodsy on the base. This is the eau de toilette, so it's pretty yeah, strong sillage, very intense on my skin, at least 6 hours on my skin. It's also leaves something very intense also on the clothes, so pretty good perfume, intense for an eau de toilette. Another iconic, classy, chic perfume, also if you like warm, spicy, old, a little bit vintage. This one has a very old school vintage direction, but it's a classic. So I'm going to review Cabochard. I love you, like, look at that. I love the bottle actually, with a little bow. It's very cute, very vintagey. This is not the last version. I have the second version of Cabochard, the Eau de Toilette. I might say that I'm a little bit disappointed with the Eau de Toilette. It's not super long lasting, not super intense. So I would rather recommend directly to buy the Eau de Parfum, which is much more long lasting. I find it super nice, warm, spicy fall perfume. It's a beautiful chypre. A floral, tobacco, warm, spicy, livery perfume. It's a chypre, so there's no sweetness, nothing sugary. It's a little bit livery, very soapy and floral, super powdery also on the dry down. Nothing sweet, nothing sugary. This is really a strong, warm, spicy chypre. And with a hint of citrus or something a little bit herbal and aromatic also on the opening. It's super warm actually. So let's spray this perfume. Let's spray this one. Yeah, it's a little bit soapy on the opening. I think the aldehyde is not listed on this perfume, but I really smell something, yeah, a little bit soapy and dry, but it's warm on the opening. It has a strong vintage old school note. Yeah, this is a very vintagey old school perfume, mature. I think Cabochard has something mature. I have the Eau de Toilette, but still in the Eau de Toilette you're gonna get something very mature in the notes. So on the opening it's super spicy because I smell the soapy note, a little bit of aldehyde, but the cinnamon and the coriander. There's also the Azzaro, which is a very strong green, aromatic, earthy floral note. So it's very present also on the opening of this perfume. In the middle, it's powdery, but it's not floral like the traditional floral note. It's very chypre, very powdery, aromatic green. I smell the iris. Yeah, I smell the orris roots, the ylang-ylang, the geranium, the rose. So it's super powdery, but it's green, even the floral notes. Yeah, this is a tobacco warm, spicy perfume. The base is very livery, very tobacco, a little bit ambery too, with the sandalwood, the oak moss. There's also some liver woodsy notes. A beautiful fall perfume, but a little bit mature and a little bit also very vintage and old school notes. Another one I really enjoy to wear this one. I discovered this one last year. I also made a review about this one, but I really enjoy to wear this one during the fall season. This is also my night fall perfume. I don't wear this one at work because it has something very strong, very intense, very deep. It's like a diva, very femme fatale perfume, so it might be a little bit too loud at work, but it's a perfect night perfume. Also day off perfume if I go to a chic place, if I go for an afternoon tea in a very nice 5-star hotel. I love to wear this one during the fall. So this is Femme Rochas. This is a very femme fatale perfume, a little bit mature, but very warm, very spicy. I really enjoy to wear this one during the fall. This is really the perfect fall. So this perfume is really old. It has been launched in 1944 and I got the last version. I don't have a vintage version to compare, but I know, you know, the old version are very different. Let's start. Oh yeah, this is such a beautiful, so this perfume is more floral, more sweet. There's some sweet notes compared to the last one I showed. The last one I showed are very dry, very green, very cheap. This one has also some sweetness, some sweet note that I really like. Oh yeah, I really smell the cinnamon in this perfume. The cinnamon is strong in this perfume. Yeah, definitely more floral, more sweet, but very intense, very mature, very femme fatale perfume. Yeah, so it's spicy, it's warm, it's fruity, it's woodsy and livery, with some sweet, delicate sweet notes, and I really get the sweetness of the cinnamon. You know, cinnamon is sweet. I don't get the spicy notes of the cinnamon, but really the sweet, warm notes of cinnamon. It's opulent, it's dense, it's really a diva perfume that I really love to wear with some vintage old school note. It's very rich, okay? This perfume is very rich, very mature. So on the opening you get some plum, some peach, the sweetness of the cinnamon, so it's a fruity sweet perfume on the opening. On the middle, you got cloves, so it's super sweet, super spicy with the cloves, the ylang-ylang, the rosemary, the rose, the iris, and the jasmine. And on the base, it's more woodsy and livery, but yeah, definitely more sweet. Sweeter than the perfume I just showed you at the beginning. Yeah, beautiful diva mature perfume that I really enjoy to wear during the fall season. Okay, another diva, a little bit mature, oriental perfume and perfect for the fall season. This is not my favorite oriental perfume. My favorite one is Boucheron. But I think this is the perfect fall season. It's warm, it's dense, it's very opulent. And I think it's the most iconic oriental perfume ever. So this is Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. I got a mini version because it's not my favorite oriental perfume. I wouldn't wear this one personally. I think it's a little bit too mature for me, but I really think this is also a beautiful fall winter perfume. Perfect night or date perfume. This perfume, according to me, is a little bit too loud for the day or for work. But beautiful, mature, super classy, super elegant. This perfume smells to me some billions actually. It's like a billionaire woman who spent some day in Paris, and she's wearing, of course, she loves to wear Opium during the fall season. So let's start to smell this delicate perfume. I'm gonna find a place to wear this one. Oh la la. I really recognize Opium immediately. This perfume is spicy, ambery, but the main ingredient and the star ingredient of this perfume is the incense. So it's a very resinous, balsamic incense perfume. And the incense has something very rich, ambery and spicy. Yeah, the incense is so deep in this perfume, so intense. So this perfume has been launched in 2009. I just got a vintage version, but the last version of Yves Saint Laurent, according to me, is still pretty close to the formulation. Even, of course, they probably removed the civet. Yeah, on the opening it's a little bit fruity, but I really get the incense. So very resinous and balsamic, intense, deep oriental perfume, super warm. It's a little bit fruity, floral, with the orange, the mandarin, and the lily of the valley on the opening. But the middle, it's super incense, balsamic perfume, resinous with the incense, the myrrh, and the jasmine. And of course, on the base, it's super oriental with the oponax, the amber, and the patchouli. Yeah, it's super mature oriental perfume, and the incense make it super deep. But it's a rich, opulent, expensive, you know, you really smell billions with this perfume. Super mature, a little bit too mature for me, but I found it perfect for the fall. Move on to another one I really discovered recently, and I really like this one actually. I found super interesting. I never tried this one. I think this is also one of the most beautiful fall perfume. I wouldn't wear this perfume during the summer, during even the spring or the winter. I think this is really the perfect fall perfume because it has so much spiciness and warmth into this perfume that if you think about a fall perfume, you should think immediately about Bonjour by Estee Lauder. I really like this perfume. I love also the design, the bottle, so it has also something a little bit old school and vintagey. This is one of the most iconic American perfume and definitely a fall for me. I wouldn't wear this one for spring, for winter. So this perfume has been launched in 1953 and this is a very spicy ambery perfume, and the notes remind me a little bit about the cherry Coca-Cola. Actually, when I smell this one, the spiciness is so deep, so intense that it really reminds me of a cherry Coca-Cola Coke. Let's start to smell this very deep. So this is a very deep, intense perfume actually. I really smell the cherry Coca-Cola Coke scent. It has something like that actually. This is so impressive. So on the opening, I really smell also the aldehyde. It has a little bit of soapy notes on the opening. It's very fruity. I smell the peach. Yeah, peach, orange, lavender, a little bit fruity, spicy, and balsamic also on the opening. In the middle, it's super spicy. You really smell the cloves, the cinnamon. Yeah, the cinnamon and the cloves are so present in this perfume. That's why it's so deep. Look at just the color. Look at that. It's close to the cherry Coca-Cola. Orchid, Ylang Ylang Lily of the Valley. So it's floral, balsamic, and very spicy. Super spicy. I think it's one of the most spicy perfume I ever smell, with Ashore by Amouage, which is also full of spiciness. In the base, it's super ambery, and I also get the incense, so it's a very deep, spicy, warm perfume. Also the Tolu Balsam from Peru, the patchouli. It also reminds me a little bit of the roll bun, cinnamon roll bun, you know. I really enjoy this one. Even at work, I think it might be a little bit too loud, but I think it's also a beautiful fall work perfume, day off also. Yeah, very much cherry Coca-Cola notes. One of my favorite fall perfume. This one is a little bit difficult to find, but it's a niche luxury perfume. And I found it so elegant, so dreamy. It was also my Mauve perfume, and I think it's a beautiful also fall perfume because of the deep coffee, chocolate, and spicy aroma of this perfume. So this one is L'Or by Torrente. I also made a review last year. I love to wear this one during the fall season. The coffee, rose, and a little bit of spicy note of this perfume make it sublime. Really exquisite to wear this one during the fall season. So let's start to smell this one. I love to wear this one during the fall. I really like it to enjoy. Yeah, so much. Oh, really, yeah. Beautiful, warm floral perfume. So the gardenia is blended with coffee, with rose, and a little bit of spicy. Yeah, it's like you're wrapped into a luxury, very luxury. Yeah, so on the opening you smell magnolia, not gardenia, but the magnolia, the angelica, some cassis note, tangerine. So the opening is fruity, floral. And on the middle it's super powdery, but deep, warm powdery with a coffee notes, rose, cedar, iris. The magnolia make it very divine magnolia perfume. The base is ambery, spicy, a little bit with a deep, intense vanilla. I really smell some spicy note actually. Yeah, I smell something spicy which is not really listed into this perfume. I don't think it's coriander. Might be a little bit of, no, I don't think it's cinnamon even, but there's some spicy notes in the back. Maybe a little bit of black pepper. Yeah, I smell some pepper on the back. So beautiful floral magnolia perfume wrapped with coffee, rose, and a little bit of spiciness with the pepper. Okay, another one, which is also a vintage perfume. So this one is unfortunately discontinued. This is a vintage perfume, and this is also a beautiful perfume because it's warm and it's spicy. Warm, spicy chypre. I don't get a lot of floral notes, or very sweet actually. So this is Oh La La by Azzaro, and look at how this is such a unique and original perfume. I never saw something like that. That's why I really also enjoy vintage perfume, is because you find such a unique original bottle. So this is a little bit baroque and rococo actually, but Azzaro is known for this type of design or style. So how to smell this perfume, such a unique original, I never see something like that. So this is a spicy, fruity, ambery perfume, launched in 1993. It's very complex, there's so much different ingredients actually, but it's powdery, a little bit boozy. I smell also the vanilla, the almond, a lot of floral notes, but very warm actually. Yeah, very definitely a vintage perfume, but Yeah, it's very boozy, very opulent. So on the opening, you're supposed to smell also the musk vodka. So I smell some vodka notes. It brings a lot of freshness, light. Yeah, freshness and light notes on the opening. Super boozy with the peach, the raspberry, and what they call the Coriandre. So Coriandre is a unique ingredient. Coriandre smells like a white flower with almond, nutty almond notes on the back. It's similar to jasmine. Yeah, it smells a little bit like that. It's really unique. I never smelled something like that, but it's super boozy, super opulent, super rich. Warm and spicy perfume. The opening of this perfume is a little bit also aldeic or a little bit soapy on the opening. I don't know if it's because maybe of the musk vodka. Aldehyde is not listed, but I get a little bit of soapiness on the opening, probably because of the Coriandre. Supposed to smell jasmine actually, but yeah, the mix of the fruits, super boozy fruits with something whitey with a jasmine. Very interesting perfume from Azzaro. I never smelled something like that. So another fall perfume I really enjoy to wear these last days, and I received this one from Houbigant. This is Mon Boudoir by Houbigant. Beautiful luxury perfume from Houbigant. Very different compared to Quelques Fleurs. We have something very different. We have a very powdery, warm, spicy perfume. I don't get a lot of floral sweet notes, definitely sweet perfume, but I get much more of a spicy amber direction. Warm, spicy floral perfume, and I really enjoyed to wear this one lately, actually, these days. Yeah, and there is something a little bit vintage. It smells like a compact powder makeup. A little bit like a compact powder in the back, but very warm, spicy, floral and ambery. You get on the opening is super spicy with the ginger, the black pepper, and I think I smell cinnamon. I know it's not listed, but I smell something sweet and spicy on the opening. I smell rose, heliotrope, patchouli, jasmine and anise on the middle, so super powdery. Yeah, it's a little bit floral actually. When I smell it, it's more floral, but I really get the ambery spicy notes of this perfume. And the base, it's woodsy and very ambery. Very warm with the vanilla, the sandalwood, the opoponax, the myrrh and the musk. Yeah, vanilla, spicy, ambery perfume. I really get the spiciness and the vanilla actually on the dry down. Super powdery with some vintage style. This is a very much a vintagey perfume, but not outdated. It's bright and warm with some crispy ginger and bergamot on the opening, crispy bergamot and zesty ginger on the opening, and it develops very warm, flowery and powdery on the dry down. Another perfume I like to wear during the fall, and as you can see, I used to wear this one last year. I really enjoyed to wear this one last year during the fall season. I found it's a beautiful, warm fall perfume, even it's not super spicy. So this is Halston, launched in 1975, so very iconic. Very iconic perfume. It's fruity, it's green and it's livery, a little bit ambery. There's some spiciness because of the coriander, which has a little bit of, you know, light, spicy green notes. But let's start to smell this one. I really enjoyed to wear this one last year. It was one of my, you know, favorite fall perfume. Oh yeah. Yeah, and very much unisex. This one is definitely a unisex perfume. Oh yeah, and I got something spicy actually. Yeah, I got the coriander. They are definitely coriander. Yeah, coriander, but much more floral than Coriandre by Jean Couturier. Jean Couturier has more a green aromatic flower, powdery flower direction with the iris, which is much more green. It's the green floral side. This one, I got much more the jasmine with this one. It's less green, less aromatic, less earthy than Coriandre by Jean Couturier. And I love the woodsy livery base. So on the opening, it's fruity green. Yeah, I got some spiciness with the coriander. You got mint, melon, peach, bergamot. Yeah, definitely more sweet and sweeter and more flowery than coriandre. Jasmine, I got a lot of jasmine, ylang ylang. And on the base, it's a little bit ambery, woodsy, and much more livery than coriandre. Yeah, with the oak moss, the sandalwood, the vetiver, the amber. Yeah, I love this one. This is a beautiful, clean, lean, clean, lean, chic Chypre by Halston. Beautiful perfume. It was also my work office perfume. I love to wear this one at work because it's not loud, it's not too sweet, it's not too green, it's not too aromatic. It's a perfect well blend perfume, and definitely not loud or not aggressive. Perfect, work office fall perfume. Okay, another iconic classy perfume. Of course, this is not my favorite Oriental. I have to warn you, I have to say, I have to admit, it's not my favorite one, but I enjoy to wear this one, especially during the fall. It has something a little bit more spicy and warm than the number 5 or the Chanel, the Chanel collection perfume. So this is Coco by Chanel. Look at this beautiful warm ambery color. So Coco has been launched in 1984, so this is definitely an 80s perfume, which has something strong, intense actually. So not my favorite Oriental. I like to wear much more white deep floral Oriental perfume like Boucheron. But yeah, definitely a beautiful fall perfume because of the warmth and the spiciness of cocoa. So there are coriander and cloves in this perfume, and I really get some fruity notes on the opening. So it's fruit, it's sweet, it's warm and spicy at the same time, and the coriander and the cloves are very intense into cocoa. Yeah, definitely much more warm and spicy than, for example, Chanel number 5. And you get a lot of ambery vanilla on the dry down. So also, Coco Chanel are also the best work office perfume. Usually they are such a classy, iconic one, but they're not too loud or aggressive. Chanel are really blend by self if you are looking for a work office perfume. So this is definitely also my work office fall perfume. Very well blended actually. It's not too sweet. There's nothing sugary in this one. And the floral notes make it very much classy. So let's move on also to another perfume I also discovered recently, and it was sent by Houbigant. This is a male perfume. I'm not gonna say this is unisex. I wouldn't wear this perfume. It has something a little bit probably too male for me. Very male direction, but beautiful male September fall perfume, definitely. But definitely a lot of freshness and green direction of this perfume. It's warm, it's spicy, it's light, it's fresh at the same time. The star ingredient of this perfume, the fig, make it very fall, very seasonal one. I really enjoyed this one. I was surprised, and the fig has nothing synthetic in this perfume. The fig smell amazingly, very natural. Oh my god, yeah. It's like actually I'm eating a dark black fig with something green. Yeah, it's green. It's a dark green fig, but at the same time it's not super sweet. Very deep, dark aromatic perfume actually, with something fresh and light, but the fig is so the fig is so natural in this perfume. This is amazing. It has something spicy and warm at the same time. Very complex smell perfume actually. I'm super surprised. So you're gonna get fig leaf. That's why it's fresh green and a little bit aromatic on the opening. You're gonna get cardamom. I love cardamom. I really enjoy cardamom. I really like to eat to smell cardamom. I really enjoy it. Cloves, black pepper, so very deep spiciness into this perfume. Black fig also in the middle. So yeah, the fig is at the same time, yeah, sweet, deep, and at the same time green, light and fresh. It's amazing. Interesting male perfume, and I enjoy the complexity and all the facets, you know, all the perspective of the fig. Very interesting, but definitely a fall perfume. I wouldn't wear this one, you know, winter, because it has something so spicy and warm. And the last one, I really enjoy to wear this one. It was also my night summer perfume, but I think it's a beautiful fall one because it has something very warm, a little bit of spiciness also on the back, but definitely warm, sweet, licorice, resinous, balsamic perfume. So this is Arpege. I got a vintage version, so I put my Arpege vintage version into a very neutral, basic bottle, but this is Arpege by Lanvin. So this is not the last version. The last version has more citrus. So the last version has more citrus and is probably more aldehydic than this one, but I think both versions are definitely good for perfume. Because you got the coriander with some fruity notes on the opening, so it's warm, spicy, licorice, resinous, a little bit balsamic also on the dry down. I really enjoy Arpege by Lanvin. Really enjoy this perfume. Yeah, definitely a fall one. Definitely a beautiful fall perfume. Night, definitely, because it's so intense, so oriental, very sweet actually, so too sweet for work or for office compared to Coco Chanel. So it's aldehyde on the opening with some peach, coriander. The peach is very present on the opening. I really smell the spicy, you know, peach, probably a little bit of cinnamon also, it's not listed, a little bit of pepper also on the opening. On the middle it's super powdery, super floral, but much more balsamic, still sweet and balsamic on the middle, and a little bit of civet, so it's a little bit animalic. Oh my god, I love this powdery, sweet, spicy ambery perfume. So definitely a fall night date perfume. That's it for today. It was my fall haul review perfume. I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to leave a comment if there is any perfume you really love to wear during this fall season. If you switch to a different perfume, I will be super interested to know what type of perfume you love to wear. So don't forget to subscribe also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I see you very soon for another perfume review. Bye!